Welcome back. These are the Model 11 Part 4 notes. This is page 3. So example 6, we are doing the same thing we did in example 5, except now we want the middle 99%. Okay. So this we use a little more often than the middle 80%. So in here is our 99%, which means that on the outside edges, we're splitting that final 1%. When I divide 1% by 2, that means I want 0.005 over here, 0.005 over here. And so let's see what z-scores we get here. I get norm.s.inverse of my 0.005. I get a z-score of negative 2.575829, which we are going to round to two places, negative 2.58. Okay. Now on the right side here, because again, Excel gives us that left side probability, I'm going to subtract my 0.005 from 1. I get 0.995. Z equals norm.s.inverse of 0.995. And I get Z, as we would expect, of positive 2.58. Example 7, we're going to go back to our cholesterol problem. We've got the cholesterol levels of adult American women described by the normal distribution with a mean of 188 and a standard deviation of 24. We want to know where the highest 15%. What value cuts off the highest 15%? Now, this is not standardized. I've got 188. I got one standard deviation. 188 plus 24 gives me 212. And I want the value that cuts off the highest 15%. So I want 15% of my, I want the probability that a value lies in that to be 15%. So we are going to use a different command here because this is not standardized. Sometimes we don't want to find the z-score. So not norm.s because it's not standardized, norm.inverse, and it's going to ask for the probability. Again, that's the left-hand probability, so we will calculate that in a minute. Then the mean, which we have, and the standard deviation. So our z-score here, we are going to find using norm.inverse. Our probability. We want this side, 1 minus 0.15, so 0.85. Our mean is 188. Our standard deviation is 24. I get messed that one up. This is not a z-score. Here we are finding the x value. And our x is 212.875. I am looking up here where it tells me to round to the nearest whole number. I get x equals 213. Did not work out well. Example 8, we are going to find the interquartile range. So we are talking about the cholesterol problem from above. Again, we know the mean is 188, the standard deviation is 24. Keep in mind when we talk about interquartile range, that means we've chunked our data into 4 quartiles. That means 25% of the data lies in each chunk. Okay, so this, is not in the right place. There's my Q1. So if I want the interquartile range, just a reminder, that is Q3 minus Q1. Q3, we're going to find by using norm dot inverse. That cuts off the bottom 75% of the data. Again, we've got a mean of 188 and a standard deviation of 24. And I get a Q3 of 204.188, again, rounded to the nearest whole number. And I get 205. My Q1, norm dot inverse of 0.25. Q1 cuts off the bottom 25% of the information. I get 171.812, which when we round to the nearest whole number is 172. My interquartile range is that 205 minus 172, and I get 33.